Hello everybody, this is Obscure Titan, and I do wanted to give y'all a little bit of a video. It's not really going to be quite as much as some of the other ones that I've did back in the past, where I would spend, I don't really spend more than 20 minutes on these, but it's good to just kind of give y'all a little bit of a briefer on how the past year has been and what the new year will look like. And this is going to be completely unscripted as I have from the previous video that I've done. So we're going to go ahead and get right into this. I'll go ahead and talk about how 2024 has been overall. It's been a bit of a mixture of a roller coaster, to say the least. I mean, sure, we've had our election, we've had our economic issues and whatnot, but it's been a bit of a mixture, to say the least. On the good stuff, though, I'll talk about this. There's quite a few that I did that were pretty good. For one, Megatronic Legacy, I've been able to get pretty much more than I was really planning to put out. I was initially supposed to have about 3 of them for 2024 because it was going to be a bit of a slower progress, but considering how I've been able to try to work things out, even with the online school stuff that I have on the side, I've been able to jumble between the two. So because of that, and I was able to ace through some work, by the way, because that's what I am. I'm an activator. If I'm just like kind of like the go kind of thing, just gotta get going, gotta get to work kind of thing, get things done before the next thing happens, that kind of thing. So not even the 2 films are going to be releasing this year, but in 2025 those are already done. Mega Terror and Savior are pretty much done, aside from one little voice thing that I have for Megatar, but that's pretty much it. After that, I've got Megatar that's coming out in January, then Savior in February, then there's Akuma for probably May, by the end of May, I would say, and then for Nibiru Crisis 2, it's going to be somewhere in August to September, probably in September, I would say, just to be safe, because it's going to be a much bigger film than all the others that are coming up. And then some others are going to be on the way, which I'll discuss in future updates. Getting some more experience in Blender, I've definitely got some courses that I've taken that helps me to get a little bit more affiliated with animation. And I do love animation as much as I do love writing and filmmaking and all that. I'm really passionate about those things. Animation is just a really great thing that allows for us people to really explore ways and how we can express ourselves, the way we can express our characters and all that. It's really great stuff. And, I'm pretty sure that with Maya, because I'm going to be preparing for what I'll be discussing in the opportunity segment, with Maya being more proficient in animation, but Blender has served a pretty good prelude for me to get introduced to 3D animation. And we can say what we want about it. It may not be the best when it comes to 3D animation, but as far as 3D modeling goes and whatnot, I think it's still a pretty good way to get into 3D animation, or 3D modeling just in general. So for the opportunities part, I really want to give Full Sail University a try, especially if I want to continue school for online while I'm working. And the community college I've been, while it has been good for this year, it just overall may not be the best fit, so I'm hoping that Full Sail would really pull through. It may be harder, but as John F. Kennedy would say, we go to the moon not because it's easy, but because it's hard, and we managed to get to the moon. Whether we're the first or not, it doesn't matter. The fact is that it was hard to get to the moon, and we got it, and so that's what I want to do. I want to try to go for some harder stuff, and that's what Full Sail University sounds like, so I'm doing it. I still want to try to iron out some of my animation bits more, and I have been improving on that more and more as time went on. I still want to continue to really kind of push more for that kind of thing. So I also want to maybe work on some visual effects kind of thing for Blender and some other things, because I've been using a lot of PNGs, and let's face it, some of us who may still not be up there yet. I still want to get better at my visual effects and editing animation, but that's something that I still need to be working on. There's some ways that I can work on it. I started doing that when I was doing some glass shattering with the Arbiter and Nibiru Crisis 1. And I think the last opportunity that I do want to discuss that I would like to use more, which I have started doing, but I'm just doing it a little early so I can get ahead of that. But I am going to start using Odyssey a little bit more, not just for watching content there, but also uploading my stuff there as well. YouTube hasn't exactly been the best place when it comes to handling free speech and copyright and all that stuff. So I think that Odyssey helps to really balance that out a bit more. I tried getting into get back to BitChute because back in 2019 I started using BitChute, and we can say we want about the site, but it was still pretty good in case if I needed to use it as an archive site, or if it's a possible future site that I could use, which sadly I can't now because for whatever reason BitChute has made changes to their site that even when I try to find my password or have to change it because I can't even find it for whatever reason, it just won't work. It won't even send an email to me. It's a bit of a mess with BitChute, so I'm just sticking with Odyssey as an alternative. Not sure about Rumble, but that's a whole other rabbit hole that we all can discuss in the comments. But that's what I'm going to start doing for pretty much 2025. A lot of it's pretty similar for what I'm going for. I might start looking for some opportunities just to kind of continue growing. I do want this channel to keep growing, and surprisingly, this channel has grown quite a lot more than what I expected to. In fact, it's grown more than 2023 and then 22 and 21. It's been the biggest that this channel has ever grown so far, and I do want to I want this channel to keep growing, and this is from the top of my head. I think this is the closest it's got, and like since my 2014 numbers, if I can remember correctly, when I was on 841 channel, and it was like around 90,000 something views in 2014. Yeah, my old channel was shrinking quite a bit since 2014, but I am growing back up in my new channel, so I'm hoping to keep going and maybe start bringing in some stuff that's not necessarily just Megatronic Legacy content or Zenectic Exodus content. It could just be any kind of thing that I can put out there, whether it's just something funny or maybe some gameplay footage, just something to kind of get y'all into. So, I mean, my Mickey Mouse meme really just got off the ground so much this year, and I mean, whether if it's the YouTube algorithm or whatever, I'm not necessarily a big fan of YouTube's algorithm thing, but for what it's worth, it did help.
I did everything for him. I loved him, and I thought he loved me.
So, I want to thank you all for watching this. This is Obscure Titan. I hope you all have a splendid 2025, and let's make it a great year. Over and out.